Hey everybody, it's Bam,
And Gabe.
and we're here to show y'all guys the new merchandise. So this is the new shirt that we just released, North Star Ranch Athletic Team.
Yeah. It's about time, bro. It's about time.
What do you think? You like it?
I love it, dude. I love the
good
design. I like the color. Great fit. Material. Really nice shirt. Yeah, and I guess you've seen this one already.
Oh yeah, I'm wearing the classic
Respect the
Danger.
Yeah. So yeah, great shirt. Very excited. The new release of the new merchandise.
All right, guys, y'all go to AlaskanBushPeople.com and check it out. On there, you can find the new shirt, North Star Ranch Athletic Team, as well as the Respect the Danger. We also have, of course, the classic North Star Ranch on there. Bunch of different colors and kinds on there now for y'all. Yeah. And also my dad's books. We have my dad's books, and we will be releasing new books very soon. We have a lot of them that are just about to roll into production. Yeah. So y'all guys, while you're on the website, sign up for the mailing list so that you know when new merchandise drops and when we start releasing more of my dad's books.
Yeah. Very exciting stuff. Definitely looking forward to having the books on there. Y'all guys are going to love them. Yeah, what he said. AlaskanBushPeople.com, guys. Check it out.
All right, y'all guys have a good one. Stay safe and always respect the danger.
God bless you.
He was once the wild heart of Alaskan bush people, fearless, untamed, and full of life. But then, Bam Bam Brown vanished from the spotlight. What really happened? Was it family drama, personal heartbreak, or something even deeper? Today, we're uncovering the truth, the untold story behind the silence, the struggle, and the heartbreak that changed everything. Bam Bam Brown, whose real name is Joshua Bam Bam Brown, is a cast member of the Discovery Channel's reality show Alaskan Bush People, which follows the Brown family living off-grid, often in remote or wilderness settings. Over the years, Bam Bam has become one of the more enigmatic figures among the siblings, quiet, brooding, sometimes absent, often with long gaps between public appearances. A number of events have shaped Bam Bam's life, both personally and publicly, contributing to the sense of heartbreak that many viewers feel. These include fraud and sentencing. One of the major turning points for Bam Bam was the legal case involving him and his father, Billy Brown, over claims related to Alaska's Permanent Fund dividend. The fund pays out money from oil revenue to residents, but eligibility depends on residency requirements. Authorities allege that Bam Bam and his father falsified documents about their residence between 2011 and 2013 to receive checks they were not eligible. Both Bam Bam and Billy Brown pleaded guilty. They were sentenced to 30 days in jail and required to do community service. Financial penalties: they had to repay misreceived funds and pay fines. This event marked a public fall from grace of sorts, legal consequences plus public scrutiny. Family illness and loss. Another source of heartbreak has been serious health issues in Bam Bam's family. His mother, Amy Brown, was diagnosed with advanced lung cancer, and this has been a major storyline in Alaskan bush people. Bam Bam, who had distanced himself somewhat, did return to be with his family during her sickness. Perhaps even more impactful was the death of his father, Billy Brown, in 2021. Billy's passing left a leadership void in the family and emotionally shifted dynamics among the siblings. Bam Bam has spoken about missing his father and the responsibility of carrying on some of his father's wishes and legacy. Distance, relationships, and personal projects. At different times, Bam Bam stepped away from the show and from public life. One key relationship was with Allison Kagan, a former producer for Alaskan Bush People. Bam Bam and Allison made plans to renovate a large boat to travel, possibly to move away from the constant pressures of being on the show. He has also become more active online in recent years, posting on social media, releasing content, and restoring his late father's memory via projects. Unresolved issues, tensions, and what created the heartbreak. While much is known from media reports and public statements, there are gaps, rumors, and personal emotions that underlie the story. These contribute to the heartbreak many feel about Bam Bam, because the public sees not just a story of a man, but of potential, struggle, loss, and distance. Here are key unresolved or emotionally charged areas: strained family relationships, respect and acceptance. Bam Bam has reportedly felt that his family does not always respect or accept his girlfriend Allison, perhaps because she was formerly their supervisor, or because her relationship with structure and the show is different. This seems to have caused friction. Separation from the family. There are periods when Bam Bam has been away from the show, away from the family, or living in situations that are removed. Whether this is voluntary or forced by emotional or logistical difficulties isn't always clear. Some suggest he wants peace, others think he's escaping from family conflict or from being constantly under the spotlight. Bam Bam has been part of a reality show that emphasizes rugged independence, wilderness survival, self-reliance. But behind that, there's been pressure to perform, to maintain the mythos of off-grid living, to live up to ideals. At the same time, personal desires, relationships, projects, creativity, quieter life, pull him elsewhere. The audiobook, restoring his father's writings, moving away at times, these hint that Bam Bam wants to honor his roots and contribute, but also carve something more genuine and steady. The gap between these can be painful: public scrutiny, legal shame, and mental emotional toll. The legal case over the permanent fund dividend not only brought penalties but probably shame. When thousands of people watch, it's not just about money, it's about trust, image, authenticity. Many fans wondered, if the family claims to live off-grid, then what does residency mean, etc. The public criticism must have been heavy. The death of his father is both personal loss and loss of mentor. Loss of someone who embodied a way of living that Bam Bam has both embraced and questioned. That leaves a vacuum, emotionally, spiritually, and practically. Health crises in the family, particularly with his mother, may force returns, reunions, guilt, regret, feeling absent or vulnerable at times. What many might miss putting together all this, what really feels heartbreaking about Bam Bam's journey, is less a single moment and more a pattern: a young man raised with extraordinary circumstances, very real survival skills, bound by family and nature. The dream of off-grid life is often romanticized, but for Bam Bam it came with costs: isolation, legal ambiguity, financial instability. He has tried to find balance between family loyalty and his individual desires, relationship, creative projects, seeking peace away from drama. But this has often meant distance, friction, or absence. Loss not only of his father, but perhaps also of the version of Bam Bam he imagined, of the show's promises of the simpler times. That loss is internal and external. Public judgment, legal, moral, cultural, has made those internal struggles more visible, more magnified. Mistakes or missteps are reported, re-reported, analyzed. That intensifies pain. Reinvention is difficult. Even when Bam Bam attempts it through projects, being quieter, focusing on memory, he carries trauma, expectations, a spotlight, and conflicting values. Because Bam Bam is a public figure, people speculate, interpret, and judge, but certain things remain private or unclear: his complete mental emotional state, how he feels about the show, about being popular, about isolation, about the future. Interviews capture only fragments. How much of his distance is chosen versus forced? Is he pulling away to protect himself, or is he pushed away by family expectations, show demands, or media? Often it may be both. How much financial stability he has: reality shows pay, merchandise helps, but also legal fees, emotional costs, medical bills, caretaking for family members, all that might strain resources. How sustainable is the current lifestyle? What his plans are? Will he continue in reality TV, shift to quieter life, pursue creative endeavors, move entirely away, maintain some hybrid? Publicly we see hints, but the full path is not known. How the family dynamics will evolve. With Billy gone, Amy ill in the past, various siblings with different levels of public involvement, the leadership and vision for Alaskan bush people and for the Brown family is in flux. A possible narrative, the heartbreak behind the myth, to pull together what seems most consistent. Here's a narrative that could describe what really happened to Bam Bam: early life and identity formation. Bam Bam grew up in a family that valued survival, nature, faith, simplicity, but also myth, performance, and public attention. His identity was tied to both family legend and being part of a TV show where narrative matters. Tension between public persona and private self over time. The demands of a TV show, legal scrutiny, and media expectations built tension. The public wanted the rugged, consistent, off-grid Brown. Bam Bam wanted more: intimacy, honesty, rest, creative self-expression, love, things that don't always match up to the myth. Mistakes under pressure. The permanent fund case shows how perhaps informality, non-traditional record-keeping, and nomadic off-grid lifestyle combined with pressure led to legal missteps. Whether intentional or callous, the consequences were serious. The illness and death of his father, the illness of his mother, these are seismic. They force you to reevaluate priorities. People like Bam Bam, who split time between public figure and private human, feel that deeply. There's regret, longing, identity shift. When Bam Bam distances himself with Allison, with the boat being less visible, it's likely less about abandoning and more about breathing space. Restoration of his own inner self, perhaps. Then returning for family crises, legacy projects like his father's audiobook suggests loyalty and love remain central. Right now, Bam Bam seems to be living between worlds, part public figure, part private man. He seems more intentional about what he shares. He's trying to honor his past while also creating something that is truly his, but that space is fragile. His movements tug between on-screen expectations and off-screen authenticity. Why the story resonates and why the heartbreak feels real. There are a few reasons people connect deeply with Bam Bam's story, and why it feels more than just reality TV drama. It amplifies universal themes: loss, growth, the tension between duty and self-fulfillment, family versus independence. Viewers saw in Alaskan bush people something romantic: simplicity, nature, escape. When cracks appear, it punctures that ideal. Bam Bam's journey shows that the myth of escaping modern life comes with real sacrifices. Leaving, returning, failing, trying again. Many people in real life go through versions of this, though not in front of cameras. Seeing someone have to reckon with both public image and inner pain feels raw. The uncertainty: Bam Bam doesn't have all the answers publicly. He's not polished, not always steady. That imperfection makes the heartbreak feel real, because if anything is staged or curated, this is the part that resists that. Possible paths forward: while it's hard to predict given what we have, here are plausible directions for Bam Bam's future, based on patterns so far: continuing creative legacy work, such as finishing, releasing, or promoting family legacy projects. More selective public involvement, less reality show, more independent projects, possibly small business or creative entrepreneurship, grafting together income from merchandise, media, maybe social media. A more stable personal life, partnership, home base, fewer disruptions, perhaps seeking more privacy. Healing family relationships where possible while setting boundaries, especially given reported tensions regarding respect, distance, roles. What really happened to Bam Bam Brown isn't a simple tragedy or scandal. It's a complex, ongoing story of a person caught between worlds: family myth and personal truth, public performance and private pain, legacy and reinvention, loss and hope. The heartbreak isn't just in what was lost but what still may be: a life more authentic, more grounded, more peaceful, but not without cost. In many ways, Bam Bam is still in the middle of his story. Some chapters are visible, many are private. The heartbreak is real. The hope is real. Whether he can find the balance he seems to be seeking is yet unwritten.